Hey guys, today I'm here to tell you about a genetic disorder. I'm going to be informing you on a disorder called scoliosis. It is defined as the curvature of the spine in either an S or a C shape. It's quite common actually. 2 to 3% of kids around the world have it, so we're talking 6 to 9 million people on the planet have this. Symptoms include uneven hips and or shoulders. Also, while standing, you might lean to one or the other side. Also, there's a chance of fatigue and possibly back pain. It's funny though, because it's more common in girls. It's kind of funny because I actually have it. I'll try to quickly tell you my story. Let's rewind to about April of this year. I was at a dance competition because, that's all I do. I dance, of course. I was running a dance when my mom noticed something a little off about my costume. Seemed to be twisted, I guess, or something, she said. So she calls me over and notices that my hips were actually off, meaning that one is actually higher than the other. So of course she's frightened, but she doesn't really tell me anything because keep in mind I'm going on stage in about 20 minutes. A few months later we had got myself an appointment in Marshfield. There they had diagnosed me with scoliosis. They gave me an entire packet of information telling me all the symptoms, in which some I did have in fact myself. That was the uneven hips and the off shoulders too. The doctor told me that they didn't exactly have a cure for my back, but since mine wasn't too curved, I wouldn't need surgery. I'm glad that I didn't need surgery. The next few months involved making tons of appointments. I went to the clinic where they had to make me a back brace that costed roughly $2,500. A little side comment, I also had to buy new clothes a size up to fit my brace. That wasn't very fun. Luckily, there are some foundations that give scholarships to kids with scoliosis, sometimes up to $500. I didn't really need a scholarship or any money for any reason, but I just thought I'd put that in there. There, my life changed a bit. I was told by my doctor that I would now have to wear a brace for 18 to 24 hours out of my day. That's not really something a teenager who's just trying to fit in really wants to hear, at all. After that, I was told that I would have to do monthly physical therapy appointments to fix my posture and keep my back strong while I was wearing a brace. Now that I've had it for a while, I've gotten used to it, and it is quite normal for my family now. Okay, if you didn't know, scoliosis can be an autosomal dominant disorder, although it's way more commonly found in being idiopathic, meaning they don't really know how you've gotten it. Autosomal dominant meaning and is passed down at least once throughout every generation. When researching, it didn't say much about which parent you would get this from, mostly because this disorder is mostly idiopathic. But I'm guessing it would probably come from your mom, since most humans that get scoliosis are female, even though there is that chance that you could get it from your dad. In order for the child to get scoliosis from it being autosomal dominant, the parents' genotypes would either have to be one parent heterozygous dominant and the other recessive, or one parent would be homozygous dominant and the other recessive. If parents are one heterozygous and one recessive, there is a 50% chance that the offspring will have scoliosis. Now, if a homozygous dominant parent is partnered with a recessive, there is a 100% chance that the offspring will inherit this disorder. When you try to make a potential sample pedigree, you can see that this disorder gets spread throughout the offspring. But as you can see, it's mostly in the females. It seems somewhat likely that this disorder will be passed on. For treatment reasons, if someone has scoliosis, they will probably not have to move anywhere to a hospital for their back issues. Since scoliosis is such a common thing, most people might just have a hospital right near them that has doctors for the disorder, so they're not going to have to move 200 miles away. I think they'll be fine. For my case, there's quite a bit of treatment centers near me. I drove to Mayo Clinic in Marshfield in Wisconsin and stayed in Eau Claire for my physical therapy and brace making. I'm fortunate enough to be in a small driving distance of quite a few hospitals for my back. I don't know of any support groups in Eau Claire, but around the US there are quite a few. There are also some online groups though, such as scoliosis.supportgroups.com. Another cool thing is that the fact that this is so common that there is new research being done every day in different places, such as the Texas Scottish Rite Hospital in Dallas, Texas. Something kind of scary though about this disorder is that it doesn't exactly go away. We already knew that it can't be cured, but just hear me out. It does come back after about 30 years. When you start to get older, about your 60s or 70s, there is a good chance that your curve could start to progress. Probably not much, but I mean it could increase. After all this information, you should know that having this doesn't mean that me or other people with scoliosis can't do the same physical activities as you. I mean, I still dance and I do my thing and I'm perfectly fine. I'm not having pain, even though some people might, but they can still do everything just the same as everyone else. Having this disorder shouldn't make you self-conscious, although some people might lack in confidence from having this. I personally just think you shouldn't care what other people think. You should just hold your head up high and just do your own thing. If you have supportive friends, that's literally all you need. So basically, to sum up the whole thing, scoliosis is quite a common disease for teens, although more common in girls. It is the curvature in the back in an either S or C shape. Causes symptoms such as uneven hips or shoulders. It doesn't prevent you from doing anything you cannot already do. It isn't something you should be embarrassed about, because personally, I don't think it's a big deal. There might be a chance that people will give you a hard time. You just need to hold your head up and focus on your friends and the people that support you the most. There are hospitals all over that have programs and doctors that specialize in scoliosis. This isn't curable, but there are treatment options to fix your curve. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this. Thanks, yeah, bye!